Have a look at Facebook stock today. It's down 1.5% and it's slipping below key support level that we have been watching. So let's go. What to look for from here now? So I have been watching this name at the moment on a 30-minute chart. So I'm gonna switch to daily chart. So on a daily chart, you see here that all-time highs 384. All right. So beginning of December 1st, they decided not to change the ticker symbol, so they're gonna do it later. So no ticker change so far, but officially it's Meta Platforms. All right. So on a daily chart, this 320, I was watching it as a support. At the same time, we had this nice uptrend of 200-day moving average. I mean, it's a big moving average, right? It's gonna take some time for this thing to curl down, but that was the support level. It didn't hold. So now from here we have earnings lows, which is 310. That's the only support for this name to the downside. If it tries to bounce, this 200-day moving average, red line on my screen, will act as a resistance. Now let me bring those moving averages here. So I have mentioned it many times. When stock has 50-day simple moving average downtrending, you do not want to be bullish, because you can get trapped, and well, that's what's happening. A lot of people got in at these levels, were right below the resistance, and they got flushed out many times, and now it's making lows from this move, from this basically after earnings. It was trying to do this, some people call it ABCD pattern, right? So falling below, and now from here, let's measure the drop, because there are many stocks that fell into a bear market. And I understand Facebook is a big name, but it doesn't matter. Let's measure what would be the 20% drop from here, so pretty much from all-time highs, and whether you should be cautious if it slips below that 20, because up to 20% it will still be considered as a correction for the stock. But if it does fall below, well, you better hedge your positions. You better buy some protection, because overall market is getting a bit volatile. And let's have a look. So from all-time highs, if this stock drops to 307, that would be around 20%. So yeah, about that 310, below 310, be cautious with this stock, because I don't like how it's trading, and I didn't like how it was trading, and I don't have a position in this stock. I'm just covering it today while market is open. And also, well, if this 50-day moving average is just a matter of time, basically. So when 50-day moving average crosses below 200-day, it's called death cross. So, and that's not a bullish sign. And also on a MACD, I just pulled it up here at the bottom, we got the bearish crossover right here, which is bearish as well. Well, after that, it fell 2 days in a row, basically. So I'm not sure how momentum to the downside will be strong, but that 310, I do expect it pretty much chop around before it picks a direction. Will dip buyers come in and bid it up to the upside? For possible, a lot of people talking about Christmas rally, but it's not a guaranteed thing. All right. So if that happens, that's where I'm expecting a bounce. If it doesn't follow the market, well, I do expect it to slip lower than that. So below that, what I'm watching. So for that, we're gonna go to weekly chart. All right. So on a weekly chart, let's have a look what it has been doing. So 2 weeks basically got pretty much wiped out all of these 4 weeks of gains in about 2 weeks. So stocks tend to move to the downside way faster than they do go to the upside. So that's why, well, it did go down so fast, and that's typical. That's not a surprise, and shouldn't be surprised to you either, because fear is, I mean, that's what happens. And also when a lot of funds concentrated in the stock, and they have like their position go lower and lower, and at the end of the day, if they're at the end of the year, so year to date, Facebook, don't get me wrong, I'll show you right now. So let me show the support first. $300, right? At the end of the year, what they call is tax harvesting, right? So if the position is down, people usually tend to take a loss in December so they can write it off. So on a monthly chart for the past 4 months, it has been negative. December just started, all right? So let's say 2 months, 3 months. And year to date, that's the picture. Totally different picture year to date, because year to date, it may not be outperforming the market, but it's still up. It's still up about 16%, maybe slightly underperforming the market, but it's very much in line. So when you switch to bigger time frames, your perspective changes. And so maybe if you're a longer term holder, well, that's the only way to protect the position. You short it short term and you hold the shares long term. So short term volatility is there, short term momentum is to the downside. And also let's take a look at the option activity, and I'll just wrap it here. So I hope it was helpful. Today's stats: 214,000 calls were traded, 90,000 puts were traded. By December 31st, which is end of the year, stock is implying $27 move to the downside or to the upside. So just keep that in mind. IV, implied volatility for Facebook, it's not really high, even though it has been volatile for the past 2 days or so with the market. So and I'm not going to go through the individual orders. Market is still open. We still have half a day, so it doesn't make sense to draw a conclusion here. So, but that's the update for Facebook. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. See you in the next one.